In this video, we're going to practice solving a quadratic application problem that's going to require us to set up the equation. Here is our sample problem. The owner of a quick oil change business charges $20 per oil change and has 40 customers per day. If each increase of $2 results in 2 fewer daily customers, what price should the owner charge to the nearest $2 for an oil change if the income from this business is to be as great as possible? So the first thing I need to do is start to figure out what all is in this equation that I need. Alright, so there's the problem. Okay, revenue. It's talking about revenue. The revenue is found by taking the cost of the oil change, which I've labeled P for price, times the number of customers, which I've labeled C for customers. So you can see here it is R equals the price times the customers. So that is our revenue formula. So we will assign X to the number of increases he makes to his base cost of $20. So the general cost is his base $20 plus $2 times each increase that he makes to his cost. The number of customers. Well, he starts out with 40 and he loses 2 customers for every increase he makes in the base cost. And that is what X stands for. So the revenue for this is to take the price, 20 plus 2x, multiplied by the customers, 40 minus 2x. We're going to multiply that out, and we get 800 plus 40x minus 4x squared. So, since it's talking about the income from this business is to be as great as possible, that means I'm going to find the vertex, and I'm looking, in other words, the maximum in this case. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to rearrange my equation. So I have my x squared first. So to find the vertex or the maximum, I'm going to take my equation and I'm going to put it into vertex form. So the first step that I have done is I have slid my 800 over to the right a little bit, so I know that I'll be working with this in a few minutes. In the meantime, I'm going to factor -4 out of the first 2 terms. So I have -4 times parentheses, x squared minus 10x. Now my job is to take the x squared minus 10x and turn that into a perfect square trinomial. So perfect square trinomials, you take 1/2 of the middle term and you square that, and that gets you your third term. So here we have x squared minus 10x plus 25 is my perfect square trinomial. Now because I added that 25, I'm going to have to subtract an amount to keep the right side balanced. I actually am going to have to subtract -4 times 25 because we need to keep in mind that that -4 is still in play. So I'm going to be subtracting a -100, and subtracting a negative is equal to adding. So I actually am taking 100 plus 800 to get 900. So here is my vertex form of the equation. So the vertex itself is 5, 900 based on the formula. But in this case, we need the x value of this coordinate point because we want to know how many increases there were, because this will tell us what he needs to charge. So my x value is 5. So he can do 5 increases of $2 each. So 5 times 2 is 10. So we add the $10 to the original 20, his base cost. So he can charge $30 to get max revenue.